Yo, what's happening, world? Now, I had to touch on this topic, man. I've been quite busy. I haven't uploaded a video in a couple days. Just found this news out, and I got to touch on this topic. Now, extreme Vasyl Lomachenko fanboy who is not objective and doesn't think that any of his or these fighters should be criticized. They're not gonna get that. These fighters are making it easy for people like me to just assess the BS and the hypocrisy, you know what I mean? And that's all I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So Vasyl Lomachenko, he denies requesting for the WBC franchise title, you know what I mean? Lomachenko says that he and no one else filed to have the franchise tag given to him. You know what I'm saying? And the Lomachenko's talking about he was surprised when he heard the WBC president Mauricio Suleiman say in an interview that they filed the request to be given the franchise title. You know what I mean? But really and truly, from the articles that we first seen coming about for this WBC franchise title, it's no question that the man Vasyl Lomachenko asked for the title. You know what I mean? That's what we believe that we seen as far as Lomachenko asking for the franchise tag so that he wouldn't have to face his mandatory Devin Haney. Devin Haney was 24-0 at 15 KOs. Lomachenko, I believe, is 14 and 1, and I think 10 KOs, okay? Lomachenko's about 31. I think Devin Haney's probably like 21. You know what I mean? Now, Devin Haney now has the WBC belt that was given to him because Lomachenko asked for the franchise title, so he got stripped or vacated. He vacated, actually, the WBC title. Lomachenko says he didn't ask for the franchise tag, and that's where we're going to dissect everything he had to say. And I'm going to read you some quotes. Quote from Lomachenko, quote, I've read an interview that WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, and he said, we filed a request to be awarded that franchise champion title. I would like to make it clear that I did not file anything and no one asked for it. I did not ask to be awarded with this title and we did not write any letters. When I read that interview, I was very surprised as I thought the president, Mauricio Suleiman, and the whole convention made that decision independently. They decided that I deserved it and they said they would like to grant it to me. Thank you, of course. Thank you for the recognition. That was how I perceived it when I read the interview. But when it turned out the article said it very differently, that I had asked for it, which is false. You have to remember, end quote, end quote. So those are Lomachenko's words talking about he had no idea about the WBC franchise title and they just bestowed the title to him and he's happy and whatever, so on and so forth. Now I'm gonna find that hard to believe just off the strength. And why is this news coming out now? I mean, Devin Haney has even defended that world title versus that Dominican guy. Can't remember his name right now. Yeah, I mean the guy who gave him trouble a few weekends ago on that KSI undercard. You checking? Let me read you some more quotes from Lomachenko. Quote, let's put it this way, shall we? Who is Haney and who has he defeated? How has he gained the title? How? As we box for the title with the champions or for the title with the official contender, he got the belt simply because I vacated it and it was granted to him. So shouting about achievements and you are so strong that you are avoided, it's not a question. As I said, I'm ready to fight with anyone at any time. And anyway, it doesn't matter. The question is business. It's a professional sport where we're not even sportsmen, but promoters make money. So all the questions must go to them. I'm ready, and it's not a problem. I can accept a challenge and go wherever they organize it at any time. Now, end quote. Those words right there that I just read, Lomachenko seems like he's basically admitting that he vacated the WBC title to become the franchise title. And that's exactly what it is. But he's trying to flip the script and basically trying to misconstrue people's notions of what really happened, you know what I mean? And that's exactly, he's basically saying what exactly happened. Devin Haney didn't fight anybody for the title because you vacated it. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko, man, let me read what's some more quotes. Well, that's about Javante Davis. We're going to stick to this Devin Haney stuff. The news is coming out now, 3 weeks to a month later, even after Devin Haney's defended the world title. At that WBC convention in Cancun, Lomachenko and his advisors, whether it's Igor Klimas and whomever, wherever, they were all there in attendance for the Cancun convention for the WBC and over there in Mexico. Devin Haney, he himself knew before that news even came out that he will be the WBC champion because Lomachenko is going to vacate because he's going to be awarded the franchise title. Now, Devin Haney knew this before we did, the public, after reading these articles. So if Devin Haney knew this, you definitely best believe that the man Lomachenko knew all about it as well. So him trying to talk about that they didn't request it. He's basically trying to front like he didn't do it. But you basically want to just say it's your team, top rank, your promoters. It's even on the head of one of the head of top rank. I think Carl Moretti. Them fellas said that they the ones who requested, and they would have liked the man Lomachenko to have the WBC franchise title. Period. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. Why do people, even these nut ass journalists who got these microphones and cameras in front of these boxers' faces, why do they ask dumb questions like, so would Lomachenko still be considered, um, will he be considered undisputed if he beats the winner of Richard Comey versus Teofimo Lopez? What kind of question is that, man? Do you guys not know the criteria of what it takes to become an undisputed champion? You got to have at least four of the belts, four of the major sanctioning bodies. If you don't know what they are, go do your homework, man, because I'm not going to spoon feed you. Now, these journalists out here, or media, whatever you call them, they're the ones who water the game down. They're the ones who actually let guys like Cannoli call themselves a four different division world champion. You know what I'm saying? It's, if I was up there, word to God, man, that's word to my mother, man. I'd ask these people, these boxers like Canelo, how would you could actually consider yourself a four different division champion when you haven't fought the real champion at 168 who's participated in the World Boxing Super Series, and that's Callum Smith. Better yet, you don't have to fight Callum Smith. There's three other world title holders at 168 who are not minor league tier fringe opposition like Rocky Fielding. You could fight guys like Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, and or Billy Joe Saunders. You beat any of them, then you sure enough that wouldn't you consider that now being a four different division champion? That's the kind of questions you gotta ask these people to see what they gotta say, man. And if they front, and then you can call them out on their BS. You know what I mean? You know, Eddie Hearn has been called out on his BS by some journalists or media, and I've seen, that he doesn't take kindly to these people. You know what I mean? Especially when they call him out on his BS. It should go like that for everybody. You know what I mean? Not just a selected few. And I'd ask Lomachenko the same things. Same things I ask y'all on these videos. Same things I'd ask Javante Davis. Javante Davis, how do you consider yourself a champion in two different weight class division champion with three world titles? How is that when you've only really won one really major title and one regular title? And you haven't even ever stepped or competed at lightweight yet till December 28th. How can you say that to the public when In reality, you haven't even achieved any of these accomplishments. I'll wait. That's the kind of questions I'd ask these people, you know what I mean? You check it. So, Lomachenko, man, he can't, we don't believe you. You need more people, man. You can't come out now and try to front like you just realizing about this franchise belt when you was there at the convention in Cancun. You already know what the deal is, you know what I mean? You know what the program is, and you jumped and you went for it. What's happening, Brooklyn Child Boxing? What the deal, fam? Good to see you in the chat. All is good, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko's just up here lying to us. Well, that's one thing about boxing. Look, man, I watch NBA. There's no other sports really where people, the players, be lying to the public like in boxing, whether it's the players or the owners or the coaches, whatever. I think boxing, I think in boxing, the guys who make the decisions, who's gonna fight who. The guys who are on top of the food chain, I think they definitely consider us stupid and dummies. Lomachenko obviously trying to consider us boxing fans as stupid or dummies. You know what I mean? By trying to come out and lie. How is it that you're 31 years old, but the 21-year-old kid Devin Haney is actually making more sense, and there ain't no holes in his game. You know what I mean? That man's story could hold water. Your joint, Lomachenko, on the other hand, got holes in it. It's just leaking all over the place. You know what I mean? How is that? Again, Devin Haney's new to the sport as far as being a world champion. He hasn't got the kind of publicity like Lomachenko. I'm not saying the man Devin Haney is going to be lying in the future, but Devin Haney is coming from a sense of a pure heart. He ain't got to lie to nobody. He actually wanted that smoke with Lomachenko. And that fight could happen. I seen Crawler versus Lomachenko. Lomachenko was not afraid, didn't hesitate. The fight is mandatory in Anthony Crawler. Yeah. But when it comes to Devin Haney, we got a problem. Brooklyn Child Boxing says these people be fraud in the public. I lost a lot of respect for Lomachenko. No question, man. Stuff like that, man. Man gonna always look at you side eye, you know what I mean? You can't be look man, look man, they are some dummies out here, no question about it. Will run with anything. Especially those kind of fans who are still trying to defend Lomachenko's actions. And they try to say, oh, Lomachenko will still beat Devin Haney anyway, just like he did Nicholas Walters, just like he did Gary Russell, just like he did Guillermo Rigondeaux. It's funny how these guys didn't mention Jason Sosa or uh, uh, um, Roman Rocky Martinez or Pedraza or Jorge Linares. So it just so happened that these particular people have to mention all the black fighters that Lomachenko beat. So you already know where this is coming from, man. The man Lomachenko, just like Canoli, got the complexion for the protection, and that's what it comes down to. And at least the man Lomachenko, I'm sorry, what's his name? Canoli ain't trying to front like he ain't know nothing about it. Come on now, Lomachenko. That's what we're not gonna do, and that's what we're not buying that BS. So B Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments. Let me know what you think about the man Vasyl Lomachenko trying to lie and front, but his whole story got too many holes in it. Leave your thoughts and comments. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. Big up to Brooklyn Child Boxing. In the chat and salute to everybody hitting that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up on your way in and on your way out, and I'm out of here. Peace.